What's going on, y'all? It's Cop Pizzle. So I had a root canal today. Come to find out, after Baby Doll got pregnant the other night after beating the Eagles, I cracked a tooth in the process of celebration. Shit got infected. Next thing you know, Pizzle's getting operated on today. Okay, so my face, half of my face, I can't even feel right now. I've been sitting here all night waiting for it to go down so I could actually make this video because I'm hot about a certain subject that I just have to talk about. Okay? I'd have cut the meanest fucking promo you ever seen today with the dentist and all that shit in my face today, but I just couldn't get my hands on my equipment. Okay? I know a lot of you want to see the Michael Anthony fitness belt. You want to see all the fun with it. Believe you me, we're going to have a lot of fun with it all the way to week 17, so hold your horses on that. But there's a subject I have to talk about that some of these giant content creators on YouTube absolutely make me sick and make me want to vomit. I hate to say that, but as the leader of the YouTube community for representing the Giants, somebody's got to stand up and say something every once in a while. But nevertheless, the voice of reason is here. His name is Cop Pizzle, and we're going to explain to you, each and every one of you, how this whole Joe Judge, Mark Colombo situation went down this week. Because the New York media, after we just got Giants football back, is trying to find a way to tear Giants football back, and I'm not having it, okay? So, surgery or not, fuck it. Pizzle is here to have a conversation about Giants football because you're not going to ruin what just came back, okay? So, here's the deal. I don't understand it. If you and Joey down the street have an argument, Joey says, fuck your mom, and you say, nah, fuck you, Joey. Guess what? You and Joey go handle your business out in the middle of the street. All right? Bloody face, bloody knuckles. When it's over, you get up and you shake Joey's hand and you say, all right, Joey, we cool? Yeah, we cool. All right, cool. We cool, Joey. The beef is done. It's over with. I'll holler at you next week. We don't need the neighbors to come out and write a fucking bulletin article about what just hell happened. We don't need the news media there. We don't need the papers there. We already handled the business. Y'all still talking about it a week later, and business has already been handled between me and Joey. And y'all just trying to stir up a bunch of bullshit, and y'all don't realize that two men handled their business and moved on from it. So let's talk about what happened. Joe Judge, holding his coaches accountable. Good for fucking him, right? Been bitching at Ben McAdoo. Been bitching at Pat Shermer last few years. So, of course, I want Joe Judge to hold his coaches accountable. He feels like the offensive line's been the weakest point up until this point, right? We're not getting any production on Andrew Thomas, 4th overall selection, okay? Which, by the way, my jaw is hurting like hell right now, but I'm still cutting better promos than half these fuckers around here. Work through the pain, Pizzle. Andrew Thomas ain't been performing, right? Some of our guys ain't been performing. So what does Joe Judge says? Joe Judge decides to put his 2 cents in the situation, right? Most notably to Adam Gates in practice. Colombo says, whoa, Joe, what the hell are you doing? What are you talking about? Like, I got this, we good. Joe says, no, you don't. Well, guess what? Offensive line picks up the slack the last 2 weeks. Actually looks pretty good. Wonder why? Because Joe Judge decided to put his hand in the mix. Then all of a sudden, during a film session, Joe Judge gets in Andrew Thomas's ass. Says, look, motherfucker, you ain't performing. I got guys on YouTube hollering about I could potentially be fired. I'm not doing my job. Get your ass in gear. Colombo, now this part I don't mind. Colombo actually stands up for his guy. He says, listen, Joe, lay the fuck off. Lay off. What the hell, Joe? And then Joe, I'm not going to say he said this, but we all know that it pretty much was said. Joe pretty much said, Colombo, how many Super Bowls y'all been winning in Dallas? Huh? When you was there, how many Super Bowls y'all win? Because in Alabama, we winning natties. In New England, we winning chips. The hell you talking about? So then the two fellas, Joe goes and hires one of his guys, goes and gets one of his boys, right? Being held accountable, not being a yes man, not being a pushover like Pat Shermer was, or Ben McAdoo, and blaming somebody else like blaming the quarterback. Joe says, I'm going to fix this. Because shit, Who else is going to do it? I might as well do it. Colombo didn't like it. Said something about it. They had an argument. Joe said, we got to move on. It ain't going to work out, my man. And they handled it like men. End of discussion. Over. And some of y'all want to complicate what the hell happened. Whether they had an action, look, they didn't have a fight. But what I'm saying is the combination of argument was them and Joey in the street, knuckling up, coming through the terms of it, and that's the end of it. That's it. And we're still talking about it. And some of y'all's opinions fucking suck. Some of y'all like Pistol, stop using that language. Grow up. We all grown here. So act like it. Joe Judge is doing what he's supposed to do as a head coach of a New York franchise. Because the fan base, which let's be honest here, has become so soft and so beta that they will run him out of town if he does not hold himself, his players, or his coaches accountable at all times. At all times. So the fact is, Joe is doing what all of us are asking him to do. He understands New York Giants football. Pound the rock. Play good defense. I love this man. I have a man crush on him. I ain't gonna lie. So the fact is, man wasn't getting the job done. Man out. Like, this is the Bill Belichick way. Right? And some of y'all can be like, oh, well, he's bringing it the Patriots way. Yeah, that's why we hired him. To show us the way, because we lost our way as a franchise, as a fan base too. And this is, and then some of these then some of these reporters are like asking these stupid ass questions like, what are you guys going to have to do? You're going to have to learn new techniques to play the offensive line position. It's not like you're a pro player and get paid to do your job. And it's and none of them are, by the way, none of them are like these real long veterans, right? Like, you still should be a fresh canvas that can still be painted on. Like, I don't understand what some of y'all don't... Like, we're done with the bullshit. We're on to becoming a winning franchise. A legit franchise. Either get on board or get the hell off. You want the drama and the scoops and the Jersey Shore bullshit stories? Take your ass over there rooting on the Jets. Migrate over there to the Mighty Green. Okay? Because over here, Big Blue, we're done. It's do your job or get lost. Man doesn't like what he sees. Man fix what he sees. It's like you go on a job site. Okay? The builder, the subcontractor, they want the house done a certain way. They tell the plumber, hey, listen, we want you to plumb it out this way. And plumber said, well, I don't do it like that. Well, then get the fuck off the job site then. Because I'm paying you to do it a certain way. If you can't do it, I'll call somebody else. That's what Joe did. He called somebody else. Stop making the trash ass, sorry ass content like all them booger eaters writing all them sorry ass articles. I'm sick and tired of it. Pistol's leading the train. Whether you like it or not, learn to love it because it's the best thing going. We're in the winning business now. And if you ain't winning, you ain't got no business up in here. Michael Anthony Fitness, your ass is mine next, son.